Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. We're doing the book Explanation to the Beautiful and Perfect Names of Allah, originally by the Shaikh Abdur-Rahman, Nasir al-Sa'di, rahimahullah. I'm not going to explain the text because, firstly, I don't have the knowledge to do that. Secondly, this is an English learning channel. And what this series is basically a way to improve your pronunciation and a way to read as well at the same time. And I think reading is one of the best ways to improve one's pronunciation, especially with someone who can give you tips along the way. So the link for this text is in the description, and also some of the keywords that I'll be going through. And also I recommend for you to turn on the subtitles because you'll get a better idea of how I explain the pronunciation. Okay, so let's begin. Explanation to the beautiful and perfect names of Allah. Explanation. Explanation. The stress is on this syllable. Explanation. To the beautiful. Okay, here. It's more natural to say beautiful, but I'm going to go through the explanation. There's two ways. You could say beautiful, which is the standard way, or you can change the the T sound to a D. So it's a little difficult for me to write with a mouse, so pardon me. So it goes from beautiful to beautiful. Can you hear the difference? Beautiful. Beautiful. What this allows you to do is to speak and read faster. And it's actually easier on your tongue. So explanation to the beautiful and perfect names of Allah. You also maybe you notice that perfect explanation to the beautiful and perfect names of Allah. I kind of this is kind of like silent, almost silent. Perfect, not so much perfect. You can say that, it's just a little hard when, especially in sentences that have lots of T's. So perfect. Just, muting it a little bit. Okay, let's scroll down. A large number of the beautiful names of Allah are repeated. So, same thing, change the T to a D, repeated manifold. So, it's not manifold, it's manifold. So, this part is, it's weak, manifold. In the Quran, as demanded by the occasion. Did you hear what I just did there? I basically joined the two words with the letter Y in the middle. The occasion. Oh, the occasion. What this allows you to do is also to speak and read faster. Also, I just want to say that the word there's two ways to pronounce it depending on what the next word is. The rule is, if the word after the has a vowel, A, E, I, O, or U, then you say the occasion. You don't say the occasion. It's not a big mistake, it's just, it's hard, You only say the when the next word begins with a consonant. So, the basketball, the cup of water, etc. Now, when you're connecting it, you can't pause in the middle. Do not pause. Do not say the occasion. You have to say the occasion. The occasion. So the little Y that allows you to connect it. The occasion. And it is. So once again, change the T to a D. You don't always do it, but there are certain, once you get the hang of it, you'll know when to change it. and it is necessary to explain their meanings in a succinct, meaning brief manner. Succinct, succinct. So you want to make sure these two C's are separate, or separate syllables. Succinct. You can like say it a little slower if you want to. Succinct. In a brief manner, and comprehensive way. Comprehensive way. So we say, okay, scroll down a bit. Okay, so Arab, the Lord and Cherisher. This name has been repeatedly, so once again, the T to a D, mentioned in many verses. So Tion, whenever you see that, the sound is shun, shun, mentioned. Arab is the one who nurtures, the one who provides food and resources for us to survive and grow, and sustains, the one who maintains everything in place, all of his servants, through regulating and governing their affairs and granting them all types of favors and blessings. Okay, granting. I said it with the standard way, with T, instead of saying granting. The reason why I did this is because I wanted to emphasize on this very important word. So that's what you do, basically, if you want to emphasize, if you want to point out something very important. So you say it the standard way, granting. And what did I want to point out? I wanted to point out that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He grants them all types of favors and blessings. He is the one who provides them with all of these things. So granting here in this sentence is very important. So I wanted to emphasize that. Okay, let's move on. Oh, sorry. More specifically, He is the one who nurtures and sustains His sincere. So the stress is on this. Friends by correcting and purifying their hearts, souls, and manners. This is why their supplications are frequently made with this noble name. Scroll down a bit. Because they seek this specific nurturing. And the evidence that the Shaikh used is from Surah Al-Kahf. And firstly, this is the way of our righteous predecessors, as-Salaf as-Salih. Whenever they spoke about the deen, specifically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His names and attributes, they always provided an evidence. So from the scholars of today all the way to the companions, may Allah have mercy on all of them, they gave an evidence to support their claim. And this is the way of our religion. It's not only based on belief and actions, but it's also based on the evidences that support them. So that's why no one can innovate in this religion. They can try, but they will be asked, what's your evidence for this? So let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وربك الغفور ذو الرحمة لو يؤاخذهم بما كسبوا لعجل لهم العذاب بل لهم موعد لن يجدوا من دونه موئلا. Your Rabb is the ever forgiving. So the is the ever forgiving because the next word starts with a vowel, so it's the ever forgiving. Owner of mercy. Were he to call them to account for what they had earned? Okay, account. I said it the standard way because I like the sound of it. Surely he would have hastened on their punishment. So hastened. This is a funny word because the T is silent. So it's hastened, not hastened. on their punishment. Instead, they have their appointed time beyond which they will find no escape. So appointed, I changed the T to a D, and I think that's it. I know it's kind of weird because in English there's a general rule, but then there's also lots of exceptions. So some words you just have to get used to it, how it's regularly pronounced. And that's all for this lesson. I hope it was beneficial for you. جزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.